The Owls offense will go on the attack first. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's going to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
Let's talk for a second about Florida Atlantic. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Florida State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old warhorse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. How about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Grab behind the line. It's Wells. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wells. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Ineligible receipt, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Snowed under by the defense. And the Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. He'll keep it himself. That's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Quick handoff. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And Listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker, it's Stevens. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Cook. Finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him over.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly on the move. Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to take it back. He's got 59 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Fires to the right. He's got it. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
It hasn't taken very just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the gun to give to the back. The Noles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Here we go. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the 10. Here comes the heat. And the defense
can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On the option, he'll pitch it. Turning it on! Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. He now has 91 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Throws to the wideout. Got his man! What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket breaking down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. He's got his man. And the catch right into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Off play action. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Owls want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. There he goes. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Line gets set, first down. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Then he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to go up top at times, running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Owls will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room. Across the 25, he's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll leave it with him. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Wells.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They go to the ground. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. He's up to 113 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Seminoles. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last drive was promising. promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wells. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. Brings it into the open. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. And the Knowles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And the missed connection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. No way to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This should be the last play of the quarter. Lost a throw on first down off the play fake. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he strides his way over the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. He is dialed in. Dave, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in, and when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Trying to move them on the counter. Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Back to throw, it's Stanley. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's McLeod. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Now they're going to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Fitted in the window for the score.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Buys a little extra time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It'll be third and long. On the run, it's Cook. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Offensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. They're off.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air. It's Stanley. He wants a big play here late. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Finds his man. It's Spears. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game.